Hey guys, what is up? It's Funny Agent, and welcome back. And this is just gonna be a background gameplay, so don't freak out too much. And as you can see from the title of the video, we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl, which just wrapped up a couple hours ago. So I'm just gonna go some of my thoughts about it. And it was an amazing Super Bowl. I mean, the line opened up at what, -5 for Carolina, so Carolina is a 5-point favorite. Denver as the underdog. And what did they do as an underdog? They did what they need to do was they received the ball first and they went down and got some points. It didn't matter. It was a field goal. They got some points, and their pass rush, just Cam Newton could not get comfortable in the pocket. They were stuffing the run and the turnovers. When you get 4 turnovers in a football game, you should win. So I mean, a lot of these factors result in the 24-10 final score here in the Super Bowl. Now, there is there are some questionable calls in the Super Bowl, as there always will be. But on Carolina's first drive, that incomplete pass that was challenged by Ron Rivera and upheld, that is gonna be I'm not gonna say if they got that they would have won the game, but it's one of those calls where if they actually got that completion, because they went 3 and out after that incompletion. If that was a completion and they were down in 25 yards, 30 yards down, I don't know how long that pass would have been. That changes the entire momentum of the game and everything. I mean, who knows? They could have scored a touchdown on that, changed the entire complexity of the game. So, but they punt, and there was so much punts. I mean, if you don't watch football too much and you're not a defensive person, defensive purist, whatever, this was not an entertaining game for you. A lot of punts, not entertaining at all. But for the football purists out there, this was a defensive game, which you would love, because defense wins championships, as the saying says. Both defenses were on point. Even Peyton Manning was not getting comfortable in the pocket. I believe he finished like 12 for 25 or something. No touchdown passes, and he threw a pick, and lost a fumble. So I mean, even from Peyton Manning's side, it did not look too good. The Panthers D was all over them, but not as bad as the pass rush for the Denver Broncos. I mean, Von Miller got 2 sacks with a forced fumble, leading to a touchdown, which, besides that touchdown from Jonathan Stewart in the beginning, and I think it was a CJ Anderson at the end of the game, that was the only touchdown that basically broke open the game. I mean, that missed field goal from Greg Gano also affected the game. I mean, the momentum and everything. So I mean, you can't just say one little play. It was just a multitude of plays. I mean, a lot of things could have been different. I mean, that pick that Cam Newton threw on from like the 30-yard line, they're in scoring range. TJ Ward picks it off and fumbles the ball, but Denver recovers. I mean, if Carolina got that, again, another big play that made a difference in this game. But I mean, all in all, 24-10 is the final score. Peyton Manning goes out with a ring, which is what we're assuming. He did not officially say if he's going to retire or not, but I mean, you're going to retire. Come on. Ray Lewis went out that way. You're probably going to go out that way. Why not go out on top of the mountain, ride that Bronco horse into the sunset, the fairy tale ending? You don't want to come back for another season and just get, destroyed or something, get hurt, and just sit on the bench for your final game. It's just not going to happen. But, who knows? He still hasn't made up his mind yet, but it's pretty much certain that he's going to retire. Who wouldn't retire? I mean, yeah, like I said, you're going out on the Bronco horse on top. So all in all, I mean, it was a very good Super Bowl. Even though I did want to root for the Panthers, I am still alright with watching Peyton Manning have the fairy tale ending. I mean, he does deserve it after losing the past 2 Super Bowls he was in, especially getting blown out 2 years ago with that same Denver Broncos team. That Broncos team wanted that ring today, and they got it. Cam Newton, his first Super Bowl, looks like he got some nerves. The entire Carolina team looks like had some nerves as well. I mean, that Mike Tolbert fumble again when they looks like they were driving. These turnovers just killed the Carolina Panthers, which resulted in a 24-10 score you see at the end of the game. So I mean, this is one of the not the most entertaining Super Bowls, but like I said, defensive battle between both teams. And it's been fun, Agent 808. I'll see you in the next video. I am out. Peace.